News Channel 7. Time for 7 First Alert weather.
Well, beautiful picture to begin with. As you look at the trees, it's kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the fact that it's good just to take a look at some of these pictures. The bad is they're giving off pollen, and of course the ugly is the fact is the pollen count is up well above high. As you can imagine through the area, probably you know that. Also, the temperatures are up, which is adding to all of this. If you look at today's winds, that's also helping to blow those trees around just a little. You can see that the winds are as much as 47 miles an hour in Twin Falls. Boise, it was above 32 miles an hour. So that's some of the gusts for today. And even right now, we're still looking at some of these winds around the area at some pretty good speeds and even down to Twin Falls at the moment. Now, the high today was 75. So let me just kind of show you that the average is 66. So we're well above that, aren't we? Way above that. And the low this morning was 46. That's closer to the average of 42 degrees, but still above average. And the wind will continue until at least later this evening, but we have these gusts, as you can see, up until 9 o'clock for tonight in all this area of brown. And the green is a watch for flooding, okay? Hydrological watches are throughout most of the northern central mountains as well as the west central mountains and mountains of Oregon. Temperatures are coming up. We have snow melt. The Bruno River, which is south of Mountain Home, happens to have a little flooding there already. And of course, just watching it as to what it's going to be happening, what's going to happen over the weekend. Well, the temperature today, getting into the mid 70s, we had this flow over Montana. That's a little bit cooler air. So it stayed cooler to the east side of the state, but not so much for us. We're under the influence of this low pressure system. And even as far north as that is, it's pulling a lot of this southwesterly air up. And we're getting some of these warmer conditions right now. But you notice this is kind of typical of a summer pattern in that the jet stream and the storms are way to the north moving up into Canada. Want to see a few showers? They're not going to happen here. But you're going to have to go way to the north there in portions of British Columbia to see some showers. There's not much around the area. And for tomorrow, you've got another sunny day. And temperatures for the Magic Valley, we'll be seeing highs somewhere into the lower 70s. Let me back up on that. We kind of jumped off on that one. So here's the Magic Valley as we were talking about. Let's move up into the Central Mountains where you see high temperatures that are around 60 degrees for tomorrow's highs. So well above normal. And then you need to also notice, as I mentioned yesterday, most of your nighttime lows, because you see those temperatures down through there, still they're starting to come up. And then you see the daytime highs. 78 degrees for the high temperature in Emmett. 75 degrees tomorrow for Ontario. Boise was 79. See, so here we are. I mentioned a while ago, are we going to hit 80? We're going to be very close. Somebody could. I'll be here. I'll check it for you. Now, this is a 7-day forecast. You see how those temperatures come up? And then you can see in next Monday and Tuesday, still no showers. Maybe we're getting way out there, but that's for next Thursday. Drops the temperature only down to 74 after the 80s that are going to be here through the weekend as well as next week. Following weekend could even see some temperatures in the upper 60s, a little bit more like fall. Hey, have a good evening. We're going to be back with more news in just a moment.